We are going to review solving two-step equations. So here are the steps. It's a lot like solving one-step equation, except you have two steps this time. So step 1 is to circle the variable. Step 2, draw a line down the equal sign. Step 3, this is where it kind of changes up because you're looking for addition or subtraction first. Then step 4, you go into multiplication and division. Remember, we're doing inverse operations. Inverse operations. If you need to, pause the video so you can copy down these steps. After you do all your inverse operations, you should be able to solve and get your solution as x equals a number. 6, check your answer using substitution. This is your most important step because that ensures that you're getting the right answer every time. Don't be lazy. Make sure you do it. So let's look at number 1. Copy down the problem. 3x plus 12 equals 48. So I'm going to circle my variable, draw my line down my equal sign. So we are going to start with addition or subtraction. So let's look and see. Here's the x. We have addition or subtraction here. We have addition. So we're going to do the opposite. So right underneath, I'm going to minus 12. And whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. I'm going to carry down 3x equals. I have 48 minus 12. That gives me 36. Now I do multiplication or division. This is multiplication. I'm going to circle my variable again. This is multiplication, so that means I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. So if we're not sure what 36 divided by 3 is, we're not using a calculator. We are dividing. So I'm going to just come over here and do that. Top in, bottom out. 3 goes into 3 one time. 1 times 3 is 3. I'm going to subtract. Get 0, so I carry down a 6. I do 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 3 is 6. So that means it's 12. X equals 12. Then I'm going to check my answer. To check my answer, I'm going to substitute in the value. So 3x plus 12 equals 48. So I'm going to do 3 times 12 plus 12, question mark, equal sign, 48. So 3 times 12, let's go ahead and multiply that. 12 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. That is 36. So I have 36 plus 12. It's supposed to equal, question mark, 48. 36 plus 12, it is 48. That means we did it correctly. Check it off. And then put a box around your answer. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Negative 5x minus 2 equals 113. Circle your x. Draw your line down your equal sign. So we're looking at adding and subtracting first. So right now, this is a plus 2 or minus 2. So I do a plus 2 on both sides. So I have negative 5x equals 115. Then I'm going to divide because this is multiply. So the opposite of multiply is divide by a negative 5. This is not minus 5. This is a negative 5x. So I got to divide by a negative 5. I have to divide on both sides. So I have 15. I got to divide by 5. So that's going to take me a little bit of work. I do know since these are different signs and I'm dividing, my answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to go ahead and put that negative there. So let's do 115 divided by 5. 5 goes into 1, no times. 5 goes into 11, 2 times. 2 times 5 is 10. Subtract. 11 minus 10 is 1. Carry down the 5. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 15 is 15. So that is my solution. 23. But remember what I said, if there are different signs and you're multiplying or dividing, you get a negative. So this is negative 23. But just like last time, we have to check our work. Negative 5x minus 2 equals 113. So negative 5 times a negative 23 minus 2 equals 113, question mark. So 5 times 23, so might need to do that. 23 times 5. 5 times 3 is 15, carry the 1. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 more is 11. So 115. These are same signs. Anytime you have the same sign, you get a positive. So 115 minus 2, does that equal 113? I believe so. 113 equals 113. Check. Put a box around x equals negative 23 as our answer. All right, let's keep on going. All right, we have a v this time. Circle your variable. Remember, add or subtract first. So we have a plus 4. So we're going to do opposite, minus 4. We carry down the 3.5v equals 18 minus 4, 14. This is multiply. We're still getting v by itself. These are being multiplied, so the opposite would be to divide. So v equals 14 divided by 3.5. All right. Top in, bottom out. Top in, bottom out. Basically, it's saying how many 3.5s fit into 14. So I'm going to move my decimal over. So now 35. 35 into 140 now. So this may need to be more of a guess and check kind of thing. So let's see, 3.5 plus 3.5 is 7. So I actually need another 3.5 and a 3.5 to get another 7. I add my 7s together to get 14. So it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4 3.5s. So that is 4. V equals 4. So before we say that we are done, let's check our work. 3.5v plus 4 equals 18. 3.5 times, what is v? V is 4. Plus 4 equals 14, or 18. Now let's check. 3.5 times 4, so I'm going to multiply it this time. 5 times 4 is 20. That is 12, 13, 14. Yes, with the decimal. So that's 14 plus 4. That does equal 18, so we did it correctly. V equals 4. Okay, last one. N divided by 10 minus 20 equals 0. Circle your variable. So remember, add or subtract first. So this is minus 20, so the opposite would be plus 20. So I have n over 10 equals 0 plus 20 is 20. Still trying to get n by itself. Operation that's happening between n and 10 is division. So we're going to multiply by 10 on both sides. So the way you know what you're multiplying, dividing, add, or subtracting is on the inside. The inside, the in, yeah. All right, so this is n equals 20 times 10 is 200. Let's do the last step, which is checking our work. So this would be 200 over 10 minus 20 equals 0, question mark. On this one, I went straight to just plugging it in instead of writing it again. Remember, anytime you divide by a 10 or anything with zeros at the end, you could go ahead and mark that out. Which 20 over 1 is 20. 20 minus 20 is 0, which means we did it correctly. So our solution is n equals 200. All right, your assignment is in Delta Math.